Imagine this. You're building a house of cards. It's tall, impressive. You're proud, but you're assessing the risk of it collapsing with a 20-year-old weather report. That's traditional risk management. Outdated, ineffective, and ripe for disaster. In today's fast-paced world, clinging to old ways is like bringing a calculator to a calculus exam. You might get some answers, but you're going to fail. Traditional risk metrics are those calculators, stuck in the past, unable to keep up with the complexities of modern projects. We're talking about relying on historical data in a world fueled by instant information, using static spreadsheets to predict dynamic outcomes. It's like trying to predict the plot of a Christopher Nolan film from the first 10 minutes. Spoiler alert, you can't. This essay will expose the glaring flaws of traditional risk management and illuminate the path towards a more secure and predictable future. Buckle up, because things are about to get interesting. Traditional risk management often provides a false sense of security. Like a cheap smoke detector, it might go off when it's too late, or worse, not at all. The problem? It's built on a foundation of faulty assumptions. First, it assumes the past accurately predicts the future. Remember Blockbuster Video? They probably had charts showing VHS rentals going up forever. The past is a guide, not a guarantee. Second, it simplifies complex situations into neat little boxes. Modern projects are more interconnected than ever. One small issue can ripple out with catastrophic consequences, something traditional metrics fail to grasp. And let's not forget the human element. Ever heard of irrational exuberance? People make unpredictable decisions based on emotions, biases, and a whole lot of other things spreadsheets can't predict. In short, traditional risk management is like using a map of Pangaea to navigate modern-day Tokyo. It's woefully inadequate for the task at hand. Let's talk about the Titanic. A technological marvel, they said, unsinkable, some claimed. They relied on outdated risk assessments, overlooking critical factors like the number of lifeboats needed. The result? Disaster. A tragic, avoidable disaster that cost lives and made history. While not every project is an ocean liner, the lesson remains the same. Ignoring the limitations of traditional risk metrics can lead to catastrophic failures. Remember the 2008 financial crisis? Over-reliance on outdated models and a failure to account for systemic risk brought the global economy to its knees. These examples are stark reminders that sticking to outdated methods in a rapidly changing world is a recipe for disaster. We need a new approach, one that embraces complexity and adapts to the unexpected. Traditional risk management relies heavily on historical data. This data, while informative, is inherently static. It's a snapshot of the past, not a crystal ball for the future. Imagine trying to predict tomorrow's weather based on last year's calendar. Sure, you might get lucky, but chances are you'll end up soaked without an umbrella. The same principle applies to project management. Markets fluctuate, technologies emerge, and customer preferences shift at an unprecedented pace. Relying solely on past data to predict future outcomes is like trying to drive while looking only in the rearview mirror. We need a system that incorporates real-time information, adapts to changing circumstances, and provides dynamic insights. Clinging to static data is like trying to win a Formula One race with a horse and cart. It's not going to happen. Section 5. The complexity conundrum, traditional metrics. Fall short. Modern projects are like intricate webs, each strand connected to countless others. Traditional risk management attempts to untangle this web, analyze each strand in isolation, and somehow predict the behavior of the whole. It's an impossible task. Think of a social media campaign. Its success depends on a complex interplay of factors: messaging, timing, audience engagement, competitor activity, and even the ever-changing whims of internet culture. Traditional metrics simply can't capture this level of complexity. They fail to account for the interconnectedness of risks, the cascading effects of small failures, and the emergence of entirely new risks that have no historical precedent. It's like trying to model the behavior of a hurricane by analyzing individual raindrops. We need a more sophisticated approach, one that embraces complexity and provides a holistic view of the risks involved. Enter predictive analytics and machine learning. Section 6. Embracing the future. Predictive analytics to the rescue. Predictive analytics is like having a superpower, the ability to anticipate the future. Instead of just looking at what happened, it analyzes patterns, identifies trends, and predicts what's likely to happen next. It's like having a weather app that not only tells you it's raining, but also predicts the likelihood of a hailstorm in the next hour. With this information, you can make informed decisions, like seeking shelter or delaying your trip. In project management, predictive analytics can identify potential risks before they even arise. It can analyze thousands of data points, uncover hidden patterns, and provide insights that traditional methods simply miss. This allows project managers to make proactive decisions, allocate resources effectively, and navigate around potential pitfalls. It's like having a roadmap to the future, complete with warnings about road closures and alternate routes. Section 7. Machine learning, the new frontier of risk management. Machine learning takes predictive analytics a step further. It's like having a self-learning AI assistant, constantly monitoring your projects, identifying risks, and suggesting solutions. Imagine a spam filter that not only blocks known spam, but also learns to identify new and emerging spam techniques. Machine learning algorithms can do the same for project risks. They can analyze vast amounts of data, identify patterns, and adapt their risk assessments in real time. As new data becomes available, the algorithms refine their predictions, becoming more accurate and insightful over time. This allows organizations to move beyond static risk assessments and embrace a dynamic, data-driven approach to risk management. It's like having a team of expert analysts working around the clock, constantly monitoring and adapting to the ever-changing risk landscape. Section 8. The power of real-time insights, adapting to change. The beauty of predictive analytics and machine learning lies in their ability to provide real-time insights. In today's fast-paced world, where change is the only constant, this is essential for effective risk management. Imagine a stock trader relying on yesterday's news to make today's trades. They'd be bankrupt before you could say market volatility. The same principle applies to risk management. Real-time insights allow organizations to adapt to changing circumstances, mitigate emerging risks, and seize new opportunities as they arise. It's like having a finger on the pulse of the project, constantly monitoring its health and adjusting course as needed. This agility is critical in today's complex and unpredictable world, where the ability to adapt quickly can make the difference between success and failure. It's time to ditch the rearview mirror and embrace the power of real-time insights. Section 9. Conclusion. Evolve or fail. The choice is yours. The message is clear. Traditional risk management is broken. Clinging to outdated methods in a world fueled by information and driven by complexity is a recipe for disaster. Predictive analytics and machine learning offer a way forward, a path towards more effective, dynamic, and data-driven risk management. These technologies empower organizations to anticipate the future, adapt to change, and navigate the complexities of the modern world. The choice is ours. We can either evolve with the times, embrace new technologies, and thrive in the face of uncertainty. Or we can cling to the past, rely on outdated methods, and risk being left behind. The future belongs to those who are willing to adapt, innovate, and embrace the power of data. So ask yourself, are you ready to evolve?